Welcome back to another exciting episode of Cambriea and Bobby. Today's episode is all about backyard projects. Our gardens are in much need of some tender love and care. I make a DIY sandbox for the kids, and I install solar-powered fans on the Quail coop.
Hey, Dad.
What are you doing? You making messes? What are you doing out here? Are you digging up the yard? Oh, you're making a sandcastle? Playing in the dirt, huh? This is what you do now? Oh. This is what you do now? You just make messes?
No.
Think you're making sandcastles?
What's this? Look.
Hey, Duck.
Hey, guys. Need help digging? I can do some digging.
What's going on, Lambo? Coming over by Freya?
Hi, Freya.
Up here comes Ferrari and Drake. Hi, guys.
Need help making messes? We're good at making messes.
Hi, Lambo. Going in the shade?
Yeah, it's a little sunny out for us.
So what are you making?
Yeah.
What are you making?
A sandcastle.
A sandcastle?
I'll show it.
It looks like you're digging up my yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sandcastle.
Oh. Freya, do you need a sandbox?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Look. A show it.
So you don't dig up the yard? You want to have your own sandbox? You're going to get all dirty. Look at your hands and your feet.
No. Look.
Wow. Look at how dirty your hands are. Look at. They're dirty.
Oh, no.
Your dress is going to get dirty too.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
No. A sandcastle.
Okay. Sandcastle it is. Alright, so our garden's a little overgrown. You can see it's popping out and whatnot. We gotta clean this thing up. And you can see it's not happy because of the way it's growing. It's getting watered and everything, but it's not growing to its full potential. So I'm gonna make a cage so these guys can grow up and get that sunlight and not be so crowded. So we're gonna cage each of these to give them that ability. my camera. Ah, the joys of being a parent. Kids doing stuff And yeah, not what you want when you're trying to film. You know, it's something. All right, we got one all built. Learned a little doing it. And I just have to kind of position the plants to go up it. But that's essentially what I want to do. Is make this so they can grow upwards. I still have no idea what I'm doing. All right, so not really seeing any growth out of these guys. Probably doing it completely wrong. But out of these guys, these are our beans. And you can see we definitely got some bean growth. Some beans ready to be picked here. So these guys are doing good. And then you come over here, this little watermelon patch, you can see we have a watermelon. And then on one of these other plants, we do have another watermelon. He's really tiny, but we got something. So obviously this is a experiment and learn as you go, but definitely not farmers. Definitely don't know plants. But it is a learning experience. We know watermelon needs a much bigger area. Beans are good. Cucumbers, not so much. They need a bigger area. They grow like freaking crazy long. I don't know. But so I'm not going to cage this one. I think I'll put a cage on this just so like some of those guys can grow up, and then if they do get watermelons growing on them, then obviously they can go down. But just to keep them from being on top of each other, I'll cage that one. All right, so I want everybody to keep in mind, when it comes to gardening, I have no idea what I'm doing. So to even see any sort of growth is a win. So we got beans growing pretty good. We do have a watermelon that's looking good. Needs a little bit more growth, but probably edible. We got another watermelon that is growing, so I'm gonna call it a win. But we still have a long way to go in learning how to do this gardening stuff, so we can be more self-sustaining. So, yep.
got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it.
All right, so I got the little cage for this to kind of grow outwards, but yeah, got our watermelon right there. The other one's up here, so I might need to add more support as this guy grows. And then yeah, the beans, they're looking good. So we got all these guys that are ready to be picked. So our bean garden's looking good. And obviously the watermelon, I don't know what kind of watermelon it is, but we do have one and a partial. So I think I'll add another support to hold this guy up. So if he wants to grow right there, he's good to go. But yeah, that's our garden. And the ducks are loving it that I weeded them. Look at them, they're just eating all the weeds.
Yeah, this garden is delicious.
You guys like all that stuff?
Oh, yum, 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 yum. Quack, 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 quack.
You like all that? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we're gonna
digging
go
it.
in your gardens when you go inside and eat them next. Yum, 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 yum.
But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you've got style, the way your body keeps my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you, can't you see? I want you, I believe, 'cause I want you here with me. I'm gonna go crazy, I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you've got style, the way your body keeps my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you, can't you see? I want you, I believe, 'cause I want you here with me. I'm gonna go crazy, I'm gonna go crazy.
You want to go outside and see your surprise? Yay! Okay, let's go outside. All right, so when you take this cover off, Xander, I need you to grab it and lift it straight off. Freya, look it. Lift straight up, 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 up. What is that, Freya? What is that? Is it a sandbox?
Look it. What's that in it?
So all I did is I took the same pool we use for the ducks. I drilled holes in the bottom so that it can drain any water that gets in there. And then I did a hole in there for the umbrella. We had this umbrella just lying around. So I figured it's, depending on where the sun is, you can have some shade. And like you can tilt it however you need it. So then she got these toys from her cousins that left at Tea and Papa's. So, and she was playing with them over there, and now we got the sandbox for her to play with them here.
Before she was just digging holes.
Yeah, before she was digging holes, you know. So I don't want holes all over my yard, like a gopher or something. Now she can play in the sandbox.
Yes. Can you build a sandcastle? Yes.
But when I was looking online at like sandboxes, they're so dang expensive. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just get a pool. This pool was on sale at Lowe's. It was under $12. So I'm like, let's just get a pool. and we'll get some sand, some, you know, playtime sand, whatever you want to call it, and make our own sandbox. Freya, try to keep your stuff in the sandbox when you're scooping it. Keep your buckets in the sandbox. I don't want to get I don't want sand all over the yard. Yeah, just like that, just like Xander did. This is probably going to turn into a bad idea and a mess. So now this little area of our yard has become Freya's, with her playhouse and her sandbox. Well, here's the beans we picked this morning.
Look at all these beans.
Yeah.
Then we got watermelon.
Yep, I already got that. But this is what we picked so far from our garden.
And then the baby.
So I just noticed we have corn growing. Look at this. That's one that sprouted. That one sprouted. That one's pretty distinctive. This is some of our corn starting to grow now. I don't know if it's because it got, you know, the extra sunlight or from clearing all that off of it. Or, I mean, we did get a lot of rain yesterday, but yeah, we got corn growing now, finally. Exciting, another thing. So now we're at 3 things growing. Beans, corn, and the watermelon. Maybe now we'll get some cucumbers growing. I don't know. This is kind of a hodgepodge mess. I have no idea. But there's hope. There is hope. All right, so we had that canopy over the quail cage because it was just the extra sunlight, heat, just getting to these little guys. You can see they're kind of a little warm. That's why they're doing that thing with
It's hot as balls in here.
their throat. So the canopy's all messed up, so that's why I took it down. But what I'm gonna do is install some solar fans to help keep these guys cool, because really it's, you know, it's hot and the sun's out, so perfect. The fans will blow when there's sun. So here they are. We ended up getting 2 sets, so 2 panels, 2 fans each. Should be plenty of power for them just to cool them off. And yeah, so I'm gonna install these on their cage, get them some relief. All right, I got one attached, just 4 zip ties just to hold it on. Then I attached this piece, this wire, attach this wire to the solar panel, which will mount on top. But yeah, so that's how it's gonna look. My thought is if the fan's blowing, it's gonna blow the cooler air straight into their sand, their little hutch area, their sand bath area. So then that way they get some airflow in here. is working. You can see it spinning. It's got an on-off switch. So now I just have to do this 2 more times, 1 for each layer. So it's working. It's a good thing. This guy seems to like the fans. He's right up in front of it.
Oh, this feels so good. Oh, thank you.
They're right in the path
Thank
of the
you.
wind. Now this cage got 2 because I had a total of 4 fans, and since they're on the top, I figured this is where all the heat's going to be anyways, especially with like the sun beating down on this. So I just put the second fan with them. But yeah, hopefully this gives them. Oh, these guys are loving it. They're like right up in front of it.
This feels great. Oh, yeah, this does feel great. Oh, yes, this is great. Ah!
Yeah, they're definitely loving it. You can see these guys all up in it. Like, ooh.
Party up in here. We got a fan.
Cool us off.
Holla.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Now how about some treats? Yeah, that's a great idea.
But yeah, fans are working. I just got to clean up the wiring and make it look pretty.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow. This fan feels great. Let's do something.
These fans, their speed is based off of sunlight. So if it's really sunny, they go really, really fast. And if it's not as sunny, then they slow down, which is fine because you figure it's going to be the hottest when the sun's out and beating down on them. But even right now, we have like cloud cover. The fans are still blowing. So as long as it's not like night, you know, they'll run. So, and we've had luck with these solar fans. We have solar fans in our sheds to keep airflow going, just to move some of that hot air out. But yeah, I think our quail are going to be happy. Now they can cool off. They keep producing eggs for us, and they'll just have a little bit better quality of life. Because I mean, they are babies, so we want them to be happy and not like die out here, So, but yeah, there you go. Project done. Now my backyard project is complete. Well, that's our video for you today, folks. We did the gardens, the sandbox, and the fans. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. The ducks are happy. Yeah, quack, quack, quack. Yeah. Make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of this video. And we'll keep making more of them. All right, see you next time. Bye.